My roommates looked at it and they're like, why do you have this? And I'm like, because I love New Jersey. And they're like, well, we're from New Jersey too. We don't have a New Jersey sign. I'm like, because you're not from Monmouth County. That's why you don't like New Jersey.
Can we get a 5, 4, 3, 2...
Hello and welcome to the 5th MCM Podcast. My name is JR.
And my name is Max.
And we're the owners of the popular meme page, Monmouth County Memes.
So today's guest is our very first so-called social media influencer. Actually, she's really like an actual influencer. But, you know, at this point, you're probably aware that personally, I'm not too fond of the influencer species. But our guest today is not your typical one at all. Of course, she boasts almost 40,000 followers. You're just about right there, right?
Almost there, yeah.
Almost there. But, you know, I think a large amount of them might be like creep-ass old dudes, which is definitely a little bit creepy.
Okay.
So, but, you know, she uses the platform to meme, which I just think is really funny. Like, all of her captions are just hilarious. And she generally doesn't take things too seriously, which at MCM, we find hilarious.
Yeah. So we'd like to welcome Kalina to the 5th Podcast. You can find her on Instagram at JUSTKALINA. And I would say everyone should give her a follow, but if you're in Monmouth County, you probably already do. So
Probably.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
Pretty good. Happy to be here. Happy to be on this podcast.
This is your first podcast?
Yeah, ever. And I'm really excited because I've just never done anything like this. So it's a new experience.
It's your first and last podcast.
First
probably.
and last. It's going to be such a bad experience that you'll never want to do it again.
I hope not.
That's what happens. People are like, this was a horrible experience. You've so put me off. Like, New Jersey isn't boring. Hated it. Just never again.
She's like, I literally unfollowed your page this second I left.
She did. Yeah.
No,
Sid hates us.
No, she didn't.
No, I'm kidding. Sid likes us.
I think. Who knows?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
guess. Yeah, no, I can't tell.
So how did you get started? Because I know, like, I feel like your page it's a personal page. Was it literally just your Instagram and then you just decided to make it something else? Or
Well, in the beginning, in high school, like in the beginning of high school, middle school, I didn't have a lot of friends. And everyone kind of thought I was just really weird, really quiet. But I'm like, I'm funny. I want people to know I'm funny. I want everyone in this area to know I'm funny. And so I just started following a ton of people from everywhere, like around my age, just from Monmouth County. I started, posting a lot and just posting my stories, being a clown. And then I was like, I got a little bit of followers really fast. And then I was like, maybe I can be funny and get followers from that. And so I started doing that. And then at some point, once I was almost at 10K, I'm like, oh, maybe I could do something with this. So then I kind of turned it into, I want to go to school for marketing. I want to do social media marketing. And this could be great to add to my portfolio to show that I'm proficient in, Instagram. I'm media literate. I know how to use different social media platforms properly. So I kind of took it as something to add to my resume. And, especially with social media interning, when I was considering doing that, you're not going to get that internship with the 200 followers. You have to show that you can market yourself before you can market a brand and intern for a company. So that's kind of why I did it, because it was going to help me in the future. And not really to do to influence people, if that makes sense. I never wanted to be like that. I don't think I'm qualified to be an influencer. No one should listen to me.
basically. Well, I'm doing the exact same thing with interviews, like for
I was just
social
gonna bring that
marketing
up for you,
positions.
yeah.
Like I go into interviews and I'll be like, so this is my page. This is what I run. We have 22,000 followers. We did that in about 7 months. And they're like, what the fuck are you, 7 months? And I'm like, yeah. And I'll go on their page and they have 1,500 followers. They get 50 likes a post. So I definitely use that to bolster my resume, because I don't, obviously, I'm 22, but it's tough to get experience when entry-level positions, they want 3 to 4 years of experience already. But it's funny you said that you didn't have any friends, because I was trying, last night I was thinking of jokes based on your captions and your Instagram posts. And one of the things you said, which we didn't talk about, was that your best friend is your duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that about?
Well, I actually got the duck from Freehold Township High School. They have an animal botanical program, and my friend was in it, and she got duck eggs, and I told the teacher, was like, hey, I want to hatch ducks, and the teacher was like, okay, fine. So I would spend right before they started to hatch, I would spend my time during lunch watching the eggs. I was like, I'm gonna have a duck. Like I'm gonna take one. It's gonna be my child, and
it's gonna be my friend because I don't have any.
No, seriously. I had towards the end of high
scumbag.
school, I had some friends, but it took me a while. It took me a while.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so I would spend my time during lunch just watching them, and then
yeah, look at Jack pulled it up. There's you with your duck right there.
I
We'll
know,
put it on the screen.
I love him. Although he's gone a little.
What's his name?
Mochi.
Mochi.
Yeah. He once I left before college, he would follow me around everywhere. And then I left, and now he hates me.
He's like, this bitch abandoned me.
No, I did. He would follow me everywhere. He was so friendly, and now he like attacks my mom because I wasn't around, and I feel so bad. But I can't bring a duck to New York City, so.
Wait, why?
Where am I gonna put him?
Yeah.
I have to put a diaper on him.
Yeah, but
Well, he has a diaper on him at night.
You could bring
amazing.
like dogs, like you could put it like on your back in the subway. I'm pretty sure you could just like put.
But
your
the one
duck-
thing about ducks is like they can't control when they go to the bathroom.
So just shitting on your books.
Yeah, basically you can't train them to go to like you can with a dog or a cat. So they go whenever. So you have to constantly keep a diaper on them.
And they're like, sorry, professor, my duck shit on my homework. I don't have it.
That's a real excuse right there.
They smell disgusting too. The smell of ducks, it's so bad. But
my friend Tyler has a bunch of them. He always has ducks every year.
Yeah, I had ducks growing up. Like I did 4-H, Monmouth County 4-H at the showgrounds in East Freehold, and every year I would sleep next to the ducks. I was like so obsessed. I was like a farm girl, like a horse girl, but worse because I was a duck girl, you know?
You're like that duck girl.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think some people maybe in elementary school knew me as duck girl. Some people remember that. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I love my ducks. I don't need people. I have ducks.
I would take that. Like that's like a cool thing. Like there's there's that stoner kid. There's that duck girl.
And then I was always known as there's that Spider-Man guy because I used to walk around the hallways going like this.
Yeah.
Not good for.
I mean, you just said the animal botanical thing at like township.
Yeah.
You know, too. I like hate that like because I make the starter packs and shit. Like I hate how much I know about like each high school now. Like the things that like I like when you said that like I shouldn't know that. I shouldn't because I went to a high school around here. Like, but like now it's like I feel like we still have like 10 more to go. I just can't wait to be done with those. Like, and some girl literally wrote me, she's like, wow, you seriously did Monmouth University before you finished all the high schools? I was like, yo, I've been trying to make Monmouth for like 8 months now. Okay. Like you are not like just stuff like that. But additionally, I mean, I want to say like, I remember like two or 3 years ago, like getting a follow on Instagram out of nowhere. And like, funny enough, like early on, like I was thinking about making the meme. I'm always like, because like JR basically came on later on the page, but he would send in memes and stuff. So we've always like kind of been behind this mostly together. But I wanted to make a meme like, and it was maybe gonna be about you. It was like, do you remember? Like it was a meme about like checking your Instagram thing and seeing they're followed by you. But you turned out to be really cool and stuff. Like I just like to like go at people that are like to think they're too good or like whatever like that. But like that was because I just remember years ago I was like, wow, like who is this? She followed me out of nowhere.
All of my friends too.
Yeah.
Like,
it was just like
that?
But it was funny, obviously, like, you know, you follow me, I'll get the follow back. I'm all about that, helping that ratio and stuff, and still continually following me to this day.
Yeah, I mean, I follow so many people from Monmouth County, and then as soon as I go to New York and I like see more people, I'm like, I'm not following you.
No,
I follow so many people though. I follow like over 7,000. I'm like, I'm not gonna unfollow people who've been following me for so long. I know I feel bad, but
I'm
like,
the OG.
Then why'd you want to follow me? What's that about?
I don't remember unfollowing. I don't remember following you. I don't remember unfollowing you, but I just followed you.
Dude, she
followed
followed
you.
you.
Yeah, you
realize
did.
like how many like the volume of people she followed. Like it's like for her to like to remember who she
Yeah,
did.
I mean,
I don't know.
I was trying to unfollow people who didn't follow me back once I started getting more followers because I'm like, I can't follow more people. Like I feel bad because I always want to follow people back if I have any little association with them. Like if they live around here or if they go to my school, I feel bad. But then I'm like, I can't, like there's a limit, you know, I can't follow more than like 7,500, I think it is. Like you can follow a little bit over that, but then it like will block my actions or something. So like,
I didn't know that. I was gonna say,
you posted something about that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what else to do. So I keep unfollowing people who unfollow me and trying to because then I want to follow my people I meet, and it's, you know.
Because I was gonna say like
I don't care about following like having a ratio, like having like 200 people I follow. Like I don't care. I want to follow the people, you know.
I mean, what are you at, like 38K?
Something like that.
And like you're at like what 7K followers. So my joke is gonna be like, damn, you can't spare a few followers because like with me, my personal is at like 2,409 following, 2,410 followers. So I'm like, as long as I'm in the green, baby, I'm good. But like
Max is very big on his ratio. It's gotta be positive, otherwise.
It's, my life's over. Delete the account like that. I did like there's one other thing with your name. I don't know how much you can give about this, but you know Cody Ko, the YouTuber.
Yeah.
He has like a very long last name, and he's short. Like I think it's like college Essex, so he just goes by Cody Ko. And for the longest time, I'm like, yo, like JUSTKALINA, like what does just mean? Like is it like is it just you? Like of course it's just you, but like is it like hey I'm JUSTKALINA? Like where did you get that?
It's fun. It's exactly what you think it is. My last name's ridiculously long. So I was just like, when people, every time a teacher would like go through attendance, they'd be like, Kalina, I'm like, it's just Kalina. Like, there's no other Kalina. You don't have to say the last name. Don't have to bother. It's long. I know. Don't even bother trying it, you know? And then I usually get like, after that, like, do you speak like Russian or Polish? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, it's long. It's Polish, but I don't. I always get questions about it, but my last name's Przewozny. But
I got it right then.
Yeah, but that's like what my parents raised me to pronounce it. But then I had a Polish substitute teacher yell at me because I was pronouncing it in English. And it's like Przewozny or something. Like the P's become CH's. I'm like, I don't know. Just call me Kalina. I don't want to be bothered.
Just Kalina.
Yeah, I would do
just JR.
What am I gonna do? Cali Priz?
Yeah.
Kind of gross.
Just Max.
Yeah, because your last name's hard to pronounce.
What if we just what if you saw on Instagram we changed our personals to like would you be like, oh that's cool, I'm starting a trend?
I'm a trendsetter. There you go.
Cool.
That's what
all right, check back later. Jack, you do yours too. Just Jack.
No, to make just Jack. There you go. It's good.
JJ, like JJ Watt, JJ Redick. I don't know. So, I mean, we want to kind of go more on talking about like your Instagram game because, of course, you're killing it. And, you know, we realize like it's not easy. Like, of course, like I feel like we have a meme waiting. Actually, I do. Whatever. An
influencer meme. I've been telling him to post this for so long and he just won't do it. But now, it doesn't go at you though. You're fine.
No, it's not. It's basically talking about like every DJ out there where like they have like 50,000 followers. They follow 10,000 people. And they average like 50 likes on their posts, and it's like this lady like looking. It's
like
the
math thing where
she's and it's like the last part is just buying followers. Yeah. But with your like, you get like what 3 to 5K likes on your stuff.
I got 6 or 7 recently, but I was like when I got 7K on one of my recents, I was like,
yeah,
what? How did that happen? I was trying to figure it out, and I was talking to my mom. I'm like, was it the time I posted? I usually don't pay attention to time or anything. I just kind of post at night.
You don't do hashtags at all?
I did for like a week and then I stopped.
You should do them.
Yeah, well, we found out that putting the hashtags in the comments rather than in your actual thing, caption, gets you a lot more outreach.
Well, I should go for it. I don't ever do any research on what to do. I did in the beginning.
We need that.
We need them. Okay.
I should really get into it. I even have a friend from college. He's like, you need to get back into like actually caring. And I'm like, I don't know. I went to college and I was just like, my first semester, I kept losing followers. I wasn't posting. I didn't care anymore. I cared more in high school. And now I'm like, you should do it. Like, get back on there.
Or just sell out. Just like be like,
all
right, someone gives me 5K, like over her New Jersey. Yeah, he's like, I'm selling it. He's at like 8K. So listen, with you, hey, listen, I'll give you an offer right now, off camera though, and we'll just make your account Monmouth County Memes V2.
V2, the one with more followers.
Yeah, guys, how do you jump like 10K or 50? What was that, like 15K above us, pretty much, or more? She's at like 38, so it's like 15, 16.
Yeah,
big math, guys.
So yeah, Max can't do math.
I can do math.
I get. But so you took like, I mean, like how long were you not posting for when you went to school? It was like
the first semester I posted like once every few weeks. I don't know. It was like when I had a good picture, I posted it, sort of thing. Like I didn't do it like to try to keep up with it, and now I'm not even really keeping up with it that well. But my first semester, I was like, I want to delete my Instagram. I want to delete all social media. I don't want to be on here. I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone so bad. And then I was like, you know what? I kept thinking to myself again, like if I want to go into the like a certain field, it's better to have it than to not. So I would be, kicking myself in the butt later on if I deleted it. And then just fell off the face of the earth when they're like looking me up like, oh, like you have no experience in social media and you also like don't exist online, But I was tempted. I really was. And that's kind of why I'm in this weird in between where I don't know if I want to like keep pushing and like, or just give up, you know, and make it like a completely just a personal account and just act as if nothing's going on.
I think in the last like month or two, you had like a very significant rise. Like
yeah.
What was that about?
She bought him.
I already know. I know what the answer is, but I'm still gonna ask. What was that all about?
So
wait, actually, what is it? I don't know.
Just let her answer the question. That's the point.
Yeah, it's like an inside joke, though.
Yeah.
It's not an inside
I guess
joke.
You weren't in the DMs.
He was actually, because I kept telling him, I was like,
right,
I was looking at your page. I was like, she was at like 32, and now she's at 36. It's been like 2 days.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm pretty sure it was Tinder. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tinder.
I started posting a little bit on TikTok, so I got a lot of foreign followers, because all of my followers on TikTok, which again I have like 2K, I just do it for fun. Like it wasn't like trying to be anything. It was just all from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus. So I have a lot of like now people in Europe. But then I got a Tinder and I had my Instagram in it, and I wasn't gonna use the Tinder. I guess I was recently single. I just wanted to see how it worked, but I just think I deleted it actually off my phone. I put it on there.
If you delete it off your phone, though, people still see your profile.
You know,
so you
get
even more followers.
Whatever, you know.
There's no escaping Tinder.
I went to my like in the DM section. They have that area where it's like where you have to like.
Yeah, they don't. Only it's like the general section.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that area, and I clicked it, and it's like I scroll through, and it's like I saw you on Tinder. I didn't want to wait for you to swipe back, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I like refresh, and once I got Tinder, it was like I think it was like a few thousand spike.
I'm pretty sure it was like 4,000.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, do you want to talk about your recent stuff on Tinder with our profile, buddy?
Oh well, yeah. I was gonna make a joke. I was like, oh well, you did that, so like maybe I should do that too. It didn't work so well. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? I think I'd be more inclined.
I thought it was a joke that he was doing that, and then he was like, "Yo, check out our matches," and I was like, "Wait, what do you mean?"
You should put it down as like both of you and have it one account, because I see people do that. It's called like the boys, and there's like 5 guys, and you're like, out of all of us, who do you want to slap in the face? I'm like, oh.
I probably want to beat the hell out of all you.
That's the thing. I would have, but I just used my personal. Like I had a personal Tinder account. I can't change the name, so I just put in the bio that it's like our meme page, and it's just pictures of all of us, like no individual photos. He's not a fan. He hates all that stuff.
I've been on that since like the last time I was on was like sophomore year, probably when you were able to do the group stuff. Like, do you remember that? Like when, I don't know, like,
oh yeah,
where you're like you and a group of friends and hang out, like whatever, like nothing would ever happen. You know, like it was for like creepy shit. Like I don't imagine like what groups would actually meet up, but like we would just message like funny ass crap, messing with people.
Yeah, well that's what I used to do at Tinder. I would like really like fuck with people. But like, my bio was all I say is that when I was in California, I mess with people so often.
Yeah.
I had like
Jack, can you bring those up?
Yeah, Jack, can you pull up my old DMs on Instagram? I mean, on Tinder. Yeah,
Jack. I don't think we're gonna get literally. Rook will never sponsor us.
Never. No.
No, I got so bored. Like I only got it just to see what it was, because also like when I was single, I wasn't 18 yet, so it wasn't like I was gonna get a Tinder anyway. So then I just went like, what is the hype about? And I went on, I'm like, this is the scariest thing I've ever been a part of. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna meet up with, like, I would never meet up with anyone on Tinder. I just, especially being a girl in New York City, that sounds like it's gonna end badly for me. So
Bring a knife.
You said scary. Is it scarier than your DMs on Instagram? Because you do talk a lot about those on your story.
Oh,
how you decided you're very close to dating women now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm like in neither right now, but I see a lot of, like, it's like when guys ask me out over DM, and it happens often, people who don't know me, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. And then I get defensive about it. Like, do you think you're too good for me? It's like, no, you're a strange man who's messaging me over Instagram. Yeah. Do you think that's going to resonate well with me? No. Like, I'm not trying to be nasty. I usually say, just no. And that's why they really annoy me, because I'm just like, they're usually boys. That's the distinction I make. It's like probably under 18 DMing me who get defensive about it, because if you're a grown, like not a grown man, but if you're like over a certain age and a girl rejects you, usually they're like, okay. Yeah. But it's like the annoying kids on there that are just like,
coming from the guy that you think's a high school kid, I still do that stuff. Yeah. So, and I'm 23. So
well, what
do you mean you didn't answer me in 5 minutes?
Well, it's funny because I have a similar story on Instagram. Only we didn't talk about this with Ryan on the podcast. We didn't talk about it. So basically, what happened was a couple of before I went public with my personal account and like had Monmouth County memes in the bio and everything and made it a business account. I was private. And I got a message request from some guy who followed one of my friends, and I accepted it. And he said, "You're handsome as fuck." I'm not gay, so I was like, I just didn't answer. I just left it the way it was. His response 8 hours later, after seeing that I had read it and just not said anything, was, "You homophobic Trump fuck."
Yeah.
You piece of shit. And I was just like, what?
But yeah,
I was like,
that's
why?
exactly what I get, and it sucks because like I sometimes like they could use certain wording and it like hits sometimes. And I'm just like, oh my god, like they just said that to me, and I know they're complete strangers, but sometimes it's like, oh, it makes me feel really gross, and like it happens a decent amount. That's why I'm like phasing out of the question things, because in the beginning it was like I'm gonna just show everyone what people say to me, but then now it's like. It eggs them on. It eggs them on. And I don't want to do that. But I did it recently, and I wanted to have like a normal question thing on my story. And it was all like, I was hoping they'd ask me about New York, whatever, what I want to do with my life. No, it was guys going back in again. And then I just went off, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. I went off on all of them, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I need to go to sleep now.
That was very funny. Very entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you commented on that. I saw you.
Did.
Yeah,
probably wasn't funny for you at the time. You're probably actually pissed.
I was angry.
But as somebody just viewing on the outside, it was entertaining.
But that's why I like when people tell me that was really funny. Like I wanted to see that. That made my day. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do it again. And like usually it's either normal men or girls who, just or around like in Monmouth County, a lot of them will be like, that was so amazing. Or like girls in my college are like, that was so funny. Thank you for that. And I'm like, but that doesn't make up for like the things that I read.
You're taking, but you're the one like taking the shots. Like, like exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like difficult. So if you want to do that, like awesome. Like, but it's not easy. Like mentally, like, like it's not, because there are pieces of shit out there like that. I agreed. I mean, also, like what I saw is like, because, I try and like I see your stuff that you post, whatever, but I think like I'm not so big into like watching people's stories. Like I hate being on the page. Like if I post something, I post it and then I log out of the page because I never want to be on. I'm not like one of those people that like if you post something, like I have friends. I think Jared used to be like this, where if you post, you're like, dude, I'm at 20 likes right now. Dude, I'm at like 100. Dude, like whatever, like keep checking. I hate it. I post something and then I'm like, oh, I'll check back tomorrow. And I hate because I don't want to be so.
No, my mom, I make her go and check for me because it's not even like the likes or anything. I make her check because I'm just like, I want to make sure if I rather her see a comment first if someone says that's negative than me because I'll not handle it well. And she'll be like, they said this, delete it fast. I might have to do that sometimes. And I'm like, if I see it, I'll like, freeze. I'll be like, oh my God, it's just, I'm still young. I still take things a little too seriously sometimes. So that's why it's hard having a personal Instagram account.
Because it's linked to you.
Yeah. How involved is your mom with your Instagram page? Like it sounds like she's like very much.
Well, because once I started doing well and once I explained to my parents that maybe social media marketing was a good idea for me, even though now I'm really not going in that direction, but just keeping my options open, they were really, really supportive of it. And they might once I fell off like my first semester and stopped really posting a lot, they were like, no, you have to do it. So they're really motivating and they really want me to do something with it, especially if they're like, hey, if you want to start a business down the line, you have a platform. If you want to become a blogger or a writer, or if you have something, you have something to start off with. So even when I'm like, no, I don't want to do it anymore, they're like, yeah, do it, keep doing it. So that's kind of like, they just motivate me to do it, and they keep me going.
So one of the things that I've noticed is a lot of people, when they have these personal accounts and they have like a large following, they'll do paid promotions with companies where they'll be like, oh, I just love this tooth whitening service. It's the best. You guys should all try it. All of my followers. But I've noticed you don't really do anything like that. Is that a choice, or is it just never been approached with the offer?
It's as of now, it was a choice. I was just like, ew, like I don't want to be like, take my weight loss gummies, like I don't want to do that. But if there was a company that I like really liked, I would definitely do it. But I kind of, again, because I spent so much time trying to get away from Instagram like last semester of college, and I'm just trying to force myself to get back into it now, maybe I would consider, but I definitely want to go about it the right way. Yeah. Because it just annoys me when it's not done the right way and it's like a huge paragraph and it sounds like it wouldn't be something I would want to do every single post too, like some people do it and it's like every single one they're promoting something and it's just like it's not real. Like I want to at least promote something that's like decent.
Well, that's always been our concern, is like we don't want to push things on people, but we also kind of decided that if we do advertisements, we'll do it in a way where they're
Organically.
memes. We can actually create something. And also, it's like, on the other hand, we really want to support local businesses.
Yeah, no.
So it's cool to do advertisements with them. Like, I don't think we would do advertisements with like a big company that wasn't based in this area, the New Jersey area.
I'd probably do the biggest one like Wawa.
Yeah, well, that's different because everyone loves Wawa.
They call us
That'd
on
be
the
so
phone.
cool.
We were in a New Jersey meme account group chat, and one of the younger people, they added them in, and they were like viewing the messages. I was like, I don't want Wawa seeing our messages. Like, get them out of here.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Rook
gosh.
literally was like typing in
I
our
didn't
group
know.
chat at one point. I was like, what are they doing
Yeah.
in here? Get them out.
Oh
I'm
my
like, no.
gosh. I miss Wawa so much in New York City. I miss it. Like,
It's-
I would eat it every single day in high school.
What do you
every
get?
day. I would switch it up every single time. I would never get a consistent order because I was there so much. So I'd try everything. If they released something and it was new, I'd be like, I'm trying it. Like, the amount of money spent at Wawa.
Chicken parm sub. You think I'm weird for doing it, but you get bacon on there too.
That's so weird.
Oh, it
Bacon
is.
on it?
Okay, so, but you think that's weird, right? But before we started recording, she told us that she drinks honey mustard
Like dead
and
ass.
puts it on pancakes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I used to put it on pancakes a lot. I just haven't had pancakes recently. Not to
Bro.
mention, if you order pancakes, they usually don't offer honey mustard. But if I was back home, like I remember growing up, I would get honey mustard on everything, and I wouldn't just dip it in. Like if I got a chicken
Drenched
nugget, I
in.
would like pour it on. You know, Chick-fil-A, I would drink the sauce. I mean,
Yeah.
I have an addiction, and
That's
it's
pretty
like
sick.
I would put it all over. Like every time I get any meal in my dining hall at college, I would fill it up with honey mustard and like just
People would be afraid of you.
yeah, no, all my friends know. And in high school, I would get honey mustard on my sandwiches, and my hands would smell like honey mustard afterwards, and it'd be like a joke. So my friends, like, I put my hand up to their face, and they would like gag because it would smell like honey mustard's been on there all day. Because
Yeah, but honey mustard smells good.
Yeah, I actually
respect
I do
that.
love honey mustard. I just never considered it on, breakfast. But I mean,
it
I
can
can
go on
imagine
anything.
being at a diner, be like, yeah, can I get pancakes? I don't want any syrup. Just bring me.
Do you put
Lots of honey
syrup
mustard.
on too or nah? Just
Well, I
like,
wouldn't put it at the same time. Yeah.
Are you sure?
like a double
Because
dip.
also, it's like if I'm alone and I happen to have honey mustard and I'm making pancakes, I'll definitely take the honey mustard. But like, I feel weird doing it in a too public setting because people are gonna be like, "Oh, there's something."
There's
Yeah.
something
wrong with her.
seriously wrong here.
Yeah, I mean, but everything honey mustard goes on every sandwiches. Like I just drench it. Like grilled cheese. At school, I just go like scoop it on.
I'm like not gonna lie, like I'm trying it. Like
Well, he's
I-
a big honey mustard.
I
guy
like,
too,
yeah, we
so-
like it too. Like
yeah.
it depends on the place. Like my biggest pet peeve is like if a place like one they don't have honey mustard. I'm like, what are you doing? But also like if the honey mustard isn't
bad.
good,
Yeah.
and it
honey
just
mustard.
it's I feel like isn't it just literally honey and
Some
then
people-
mixture of mustard?
There are
Like,
some
it's,
places where they'll add that. You know that like white ass honey mustard? That's
It's
gross?
disgusting.
Yeah,
I
no.
hate
mm-mm.
that.
it's like so thin, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
I mean-
And I just need to say this because I just realized something completely off topic. But every time I promote stories for our podcast, Max doesn't like the way he looks in the pictures. So he
Oh,
tells me to
100%.
put GIF sunglasses on his face every time. And I realize he's wearing sunglasses today.
To this interview, so
So
you better
that I
put
don't-
two sunglasses
Two
on
pairs
me.
of sunglasses.
Literally, just like,
No, I'm
on
not
my
putting anything.
face,
I'm not
bro.
putting anything on you this time.
Then I'll
You guys,
post it then, fucker.
I don't. What do you need? You're wearing sunglasses. Why do you need
I
fake
know
sunglasses?
it's a joke. I'm already wearing this
Yeah,
for no reason. It's a little bit sunny in here.
it's a little sun. It's so bright. I can't see.
Yeah, I was gonna
Definitely not hungover.
No, definitely not. We definitely didn't go to Porter last night.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, one thing like, cause have you been to Amy's by any chance?
Amy's
And
on
they
the
have like
house.
the Amy's. It's in Long Branch. It's good. Go there. It made me think of that because I always get like chocolate chip pancakes, and then I get a side of fries too. And honey mustard there's really good. So I have it there. So like, listen, we can go tomorrow with the guys because we're going to Asbury tonight. I think it's time to try. We'll let you know how it goes. If I just start puking in there, that's on you.
That'd be
Yeah.
a disgusting thing to puke up. Like the taste of it going.
honey mustard
ugh.
going back up would be
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, I feel like I've done that because we'll get like juniors on our way back after like whatever, like going out, and then just the
Ugh.
next morning feeling like you feel
Honestly,
worse from that
think
than drinking.
The worst
Probably.
thing I've ever thrown up was chicken parm sub. It was the worst thing. I had the flu. No, I didn't have the flu. It was after Sandy. we were cleaning up my house, and I got like a bacterial infection from cleaning the house up, and I was sick for like 5 days, and I ate an entire sub, even though like I hadn't eaten anything all like in like 3 days. I was like I physically couldn't eat, and it just came up again like 30 minutes later. It was disgusting.
Oh no, anything like I feel like Italian food coming back up is not.
It's so
good.
acidic.
Chinese food too.
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
want to think about that because I feel gross every
I've gotten
time I
food
eat Chinese
poisoning
food.
from Kingstar.
Yeah, 'cause
The place,
there's-
like, there's like this shitty Chinese place in our town in Monmouth Beach, and like the joke was that like, well, like the whole town got hit by Hurricane Sandy, but like honestly, when Hurricane Sandy like hit Monmouth Beach, like it actually got cleaner after getting hit by the storm, because like it's always been known as like this dirty, disgusting, but the food is banging. It's like one of those places like it's good, like kind of like Inkwell. I would like it's like the Inkwell of Chinese places,
Inkwell's awful.
but no, it's good.
I don't.
I know
I
you're
know
gonna take
you like
offense
it.
to
Well,
that.
here's the thing. I don't hate it. I just think it's
a good
an
date
annoying
spot.
place. It's not a good
yeah.
date spot.
It's a
I would
really
never
good-
go on a date at
low,
Inkwell.
low lighting.
I would go on a date there. I have gone on dates
Thank
there.
you.
But no, I just my mom took me there for the first time with my little sisters, and we were like
That's a weird
on the
situation.
no, because my mom's like I went here when I was younger,
Yeah.
so she wanted to just show us, and I was like, this place is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like the bathroom is my favorite too. I feel so
Bathroom
disgusting in there, but at the same time, like I always take pictures of like the stuff written on the walls and just like,
'Cause
look
people
guys, I'm at
write.
Inkwell.
It's one of those things. It's like you gotta like show like it's for the image of being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pizza fries are really, really good. That's what I get.
The Incachino, ever had it?
I get the Dutch coffee. The Dutch
coffees,
coffee.
like a whole stick of butter in there.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And
Yeah.
you know, you go next door afterwards, and you go to the psychic. That's what I do.
I'm actually going Tuesday night. Hey, I
Oh,
can't
Why are
wait.
you going to Inkwell Tuesday?
It's for like I'm going with like a few classmates. Just the cool things. You're not invited.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I want to bring what
You know, you go.
go. Okay,
you're
well,
good.
thank you, man. I get to talk.
No,
But
it's my podcast.
of course, yeah. Welcome to JR Bellamy
Welcome to the
Podcast.
JR podcast. That guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah,
Not
thank you
involved.
guys. So obviously you're in college right now, and I gotta say, man, college for me is probably I still act like I'm in there. I'm in grad school. It's like the fakest form of actually being in college because I live at home. But you know, it was probably the 4 best years of my life. How are you like taking it? Like, of course, I think like we were talking before, like your first semester is not it's like the change is difficult, but how are you liking it now?
I love being in New York City, but also it's not that regular college experience. Like if you want that, I know so many people who are transferring to like state schools because they just can't take it because it's very people keep to themselves. A lot of them are commuters, so the campus is dead.
Suitcase school.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, I always envision college in a certain way. There's not like you don't go to like those frat parties. You know, it's not like that. Like you're just sitting, relaxing a lot of times and people, you know, I always imagine like doors being open, you knowing like all of your like neighbors kind of thing. In the dorm, no. It's like everyone keeps themselves and everyone's working. It's one of those schools where it's like, I can see you for lunch in between my like 7 classes, 2 jobs, my internship. And, you know, it's like, people are always so busy and it's like, oh, sorry, I'm going to be doing, you know, I have work from this time to this time, or like all the design kids are always, you know, designing stuff, you know, and they're always next to the sewing machine or they're drawing. It's like people are so focused there that there's not much, it's all work and no play at FIT. Like you would really think it's different, but it's not
That's just
typical.
because it's like
Yeah.
it's like the New York City, like everyone's just going 100
Yeah,
miles
see,
an
now,
hour.
that's
Yeah.
the thing, and like Max knows this. I personally, college not my favorite. Did definitely not the best 4 years of my life. But I did 2.5 years in California, and I had the whole campus like experience, that college experience, and it's the complete opposite. People in California are slow as hell. Like nobody's really like not. And there are people that worked hard, but I
Oh,
think
look at you generalizing.
generalizing. Well,
Yeah,
good
man.
job, man. You also,
Still, you're generalizing.
I'm
man.
saying what I
Jack,
said
pull
is-
that up.
Jack, pull it up. How do you say that? I think I can't pronounce it. Yeah, no, but I just mean like it definitely felt like people were like relaxing most of the time, and they were like not like stressed out about what they're doing. And then I spent 2 years at Rutgers, which even though has a huge campus, it's like 50% commuters, including me. I commuted there, and it was the complete opposite, where it was like the only thing I ever did when I was on campus was work, and I had like 7 classes a day because I wanted to get everything done quickly as possible. And I actually think I enjoyed Rutgers more. I had more fun when I was in California because I wasn't like really trying that hard, and I was just like, but actually in terms of learning and education, like I actually enjoyed the work I was doing when I was at
Monday through
Rutgers.
Friday, you're a Rutgers student. On the weekends,
I was a
you're
Monmouth
student.
University student. Yeah, definitely. I spent a week on his couch one time.
We had a big
7
big
days
house.
straight.
Like
yeah.
I was saying, like it's like
Yeah.
it was 7 bedrooms. God damn, I miss so much. Like two kitchens, 2
Like,
living
I
rooms,
peaked in college.
and I so peaked. It's over. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
And then
Literally.
like I would always like this kid would always like want to like he wanted the VIP treatment. Like the beautiful couch downstairs wasn't good enough for him, so he would have to like, oh dude, I want to sleep in your freaking queen size bed.
I did though, like a lot.
Like I know that would like be a few of my friends. I was like, dude, like no. And even if there was like other times when I would also have guests with me, like Jared would get pissed. Like, no, I want to sleep in that bed, and I'm just like, get the hell downstairs. Like,
Well, one time I played rock paper scissors with a guy. Which of us
Was it
got
a-
to sleep in your bed?
was it a Garrett?
No, it was what's his name?
Giuliano?
Giuliano. It was Brian Giuliano. And for some reason I lost, and I was like, I guess I got to sleep on the floor, even though there was a couch downstairs. I slept the entire night on your wood floor next to your heater, and then I woke up at like 6 a.m. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go home, and I just
Yeah.
drove home. But like,
Well, I would like let you guys because if I didn't sleep over the house, like I would come back and I would walk in, like 3 of the guys are sleeping in my bed. I was like, dude, there's like a couch. I remember when I came back, I was sleeping. I think it was like me. It might have been me, you, and Giuliano. And I wake up and Giuliano just has like an open beer, like half
Yes.
spilled on all over my bed. Our friend Garrett, I would call him Hurricane Garrett because whenever he would come, destroys my whole room. Just like I would come back from class and he's laying in my bed.
yeah,
Like high key, he would just rip ass in it all day, and I'm just like, dude, like I love the kid. He's like my brother, but like,
yeah, he's a pain. He's difficult.
man, I don't even know why. Like I was like for the college thing, like I just thought of the song. I haven't listened to it in a minute. I wrote like that song "I Love College" by Asher Roth. I like feel the need to listen to it. So on our next break, I just I don't know.
You're gonna listen to the song.
Yeah, it's such
gonna
a good
pump you
song.
up for the end of the podcast.
It
Absolutely,
will
yeah,
for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Kalina, real quick, you're a big fashion girl.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Well, what do you study at FIT?
Not fashion.
Oh shit.
I'm a marketing communication student.
Fuck, we didn't do our research.
But
Why isn't it in your
I go to
bio?
fashion school. I go to fashion school. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's like that's why I say when I want to put something weird on my wear like something questionable, like I have this neon orange jacket and I swear by it. And I'll be like, well, you know what? Your opinion doesn't matter because I go to fashion school and you don't. Like, that's what I say. I use it when I need to, but do I study fashion? No. I mean, like, my roommates are fashion design and fashion business management. So I kind of am the only major that isn't fashion related technically. But, I mean, I still go to FIT, so I can still say. It's not like I dress like a bum because if you wear leggings at FIT, you won't have friends. Like,
You're scum of the earth.
Yeah, no, you got to
Yo,
dress
Jack,
up.
Yo, Jack, pull up a picture of that orange jacket.
I hate that.
It's definitely far down, but yeah, you have to dress nice. Everyone's in heels. That's why I hate coming back here too, because all my clothes are at school, so I have to kind of like dig at the bottom of the pile. Like, what do I have here? But I have like now I started off college with like a couple pairs of shoes. I have like 20 something now, 30 pairs. I don't know, and it's just a habit. When you come to FIT, it's just like your wardrobe will quadruple. And I was a sweatshirt legging wearer in high school because I didn't care. And then I came there. It's like if I dressed like that, I would be shunned.
Well, yeah, that's like I feel like that's every other school because like at like honestly, even for like night classes, I wear like literally joggers, and like if I could wear that like 9 times or like 8 times a week, whatever, just like, and then like when I do have to dress up for work, whatever. But like, guess I'm not going to fashion school then.
No, yeah. I mean, I think in my entire time in college, I only once like went to class in sweatpants a single time, like one time. Because I used to have 8 a.m.s in my sophomore year. I went to
How'd
bed.
you dress up?
I didn't.
Oh, you
well,
said you
I
wore
I
sweatpants.
normally would dress nicely. Yeah, I did normally dress nicely.
To an 8 a.m.?
Yeah, because I'm normally a morning person. Like I get up
too.
at 6 o'clock every day,
I
and
would judge that.
Yeah.
I
hell
get
out of
up
you
at
in
like
class.
6:30 every day.
Yeah.
It's just a habit. I'm not a night person. I'm on the pipe. If I'm hanging out with a bunch of people
Yeah.
and I'm in my dorm, you will see me go to sleep at 11. They'll be like, "Are you up? Do you want us to leave?" I'm like,
no, it's
I'm
fine.
like
Well,
drifting into sleep. I can't stay up.
I
Like,
tried canceling on Max last night, but he was already on
Dude.
his way here, so I couldn't.
That's the problem because I knew like if I said to you like, yo, just meet me there,
I would
you
not have
were
gone.
not going to go.
There's no
So
way I was going out.
and by the way, I was not on the way.
I know you
there.
weren't because it took you 15 minutes to get here after you said that.
Yeah, because I had to go get cash. I didn't know where like the alcohol was, so I had to find it in my house. And then like it took me another 20 minutes. You were not calling out on me, man.
I wanted to, but no, yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say.
About, I mean, what do you think? Like, do you think we got style? Of course we do,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's an easy question.
Very easy. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Very easy.
yeah, you guys got style.
It's
Yeah.
like that. Honestly,
She's like, kind of. I don't know.
No.
one of the things I've been told in the past is that, like, because whenever I'm lying, I raise my voice like,
That's why
so
I was
she basically just said I dress like shit.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I would prefer you dress as you do than like e-boys, you know?
E-boys.
So
Yeah.
take the leather
Yo,
jacket.
Jack,
and
pull up a
burn it.
picture of some e-boys.
Yeah, I mean, that's what FIT guys look like.
Wait, you just look it up. It's like a picture of me on
It's
Google.
a picture of Max, like, yeah.
The hair parted down the
Yeah,
middle,
that's
just
what
like-
they, yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Nailed it. That's
Save that
perfect
picture. Save that picture. We're going to put it in
Yeah.
the recording of the podcast, or just leave that tab open.
Wait, what's
Thanks.
that other picture? JR in there.
I definitely would. Yes.
Yeah, there's
That's
JR.
the
Is that Little Huddy?
I don't know who anyone is.
Was
That's
that
like
a SoundCloud rapper?
No, that's like, you know, Charlie from TikTok. That's her like boyfriend or something.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
honest.
I saw a guy who was making fun of them on YouTube once.
Yeah.
I'm not big into TikTok, so I have no idea.
I only have TikTok because my sister, she's 19, she goes to school in Florida, sends me like 15 TikToks a day.
That's what I do to everyone.
And I'm
Watch
tired
it in
of
the browser.
I
though.
know, but it's like easier to just open it up on the actual
Don't
app.
lie.
No, yeah,
You
I
make
go
vids.
into
I have
TikTok
no.
too much
I
now.
don't follow a single person
You
on
make
TikTok.
vids.
I make tons of TikTok videos. They're all painfully unfunny.
What is that like?
So are mine. I don't really try on TikTok, but
Let's pull up your TikTok. That's a
no,
good idea.
My sisters were obsessed. I would make fun of them, and then I gave in, and now I'm addicted to it.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to play anything.
Yeah, Jesus, what are you doing, brother?
I wonder what it is. At JUSTKALINA.
Something like that. And there may be like a dot in between the Just and Kalina, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe there's not.
How many? I mean, me and Jay were thinking about this. How many times have you seen The Devil Wears Prada?
Well, that was going to be a question if you
Not-
actually were a fashion studier, but she's not.
But
Not
it's
that
still like
much.
she goes.
No,
Ooh.
but the thing is, Devil Wears Prada is fashion, but it's also like magazine stuff, which is something that like I thought about doing if
Cool.
magazine wasn't like dying a little bit.
Teen Vogue.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
no,
nice.
but then I'm also I'm minoring in like that actually happened. I wouldn't like you could hear him in the background like.
I can't see that, but
He's
you'll
like,
show me
I'm
later.
fucking blind.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, it
We'll
was.
put
I
that.
was-
We'll make sure to put that on the
no,
screen.
no, yeah. It was traumatizing because I was actually going to the bathroom and it wasn't a good bathroom experience. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
And then there was a group of girls who walked in and they started dancing and I could hear like it was like Renegade, like that song, and they were playing it and I was like trying to not go let them hear me
Yeah.
going to the bathroom. Very traumatizing.
I used to have that problem where I was like, I didn't like to go to the bathroom when other people were in the bathroom, and then I was just like, I put headphones on, and I'm like, if I can't hear anything, they can't hear anything either.
I
you
normally
know?
don't care, but they walked in and were like, "Why does it smell bad in here?" And I'm like, "Oh, they cannot know I'm here."
yeah.
Like, you like put your legs up like
Yeah,
there's no one in
literally.
here.
Yeah, exactly. I got so scared because they acknowledged me, kind of, and I was like, I can't let them know I'm in here.
Yeah. I mean, I think like honestly, like I don't like as you have it. I don't have TikTok, but like I feel like I and
don't
you
go on
like
it. I
no,
have
but
it,
like
yeah.
it's a little bit too young for us. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vine was our TikTok.
I mean, mine was kind of mine too. I'm at that little like break. I
Yeah.
think I'm in that weird like being born in 2001 means I'm kind of like the in between year where like I'm both half like my little sisters who were like in high school, and then I'm half like my friends who were like almost
We're
out
like
of
50.
college. Yeah.
50.
No,
Yeah.
like my friends were
Yeah.
like 20 to 22 in college. Like, you know, I'm like the in between, and it's kind of
Yeah.
a weird thing because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I know every single Vine reference, but here I am on TikTok saying TikTok references that my friends who are a couple years older don't get. Like, it's, you know.
Hot take right here, because people talk shit about TikTok, and I do too, but I was not a big Vine person either. Like there were always funny Vines that I liked, but I think Vine had just as many cancerous people as TikTok does. Like the people from
Yeah.
Vine who left Vine for
And for
YouTube are
YouTube.
the worst.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
They're
like
the
Lele
worst.
Pons,
Hannah
like they're
Stocking.
so
No,
annoying.
they're so bad. I never.
I actually think TikTok has got is funnier in some senses.
I
People are more
kind of
creative.
agree,
People
yeah.
are more creative.
You're
with
more
TikTok than
creative, but
Vine.
like there's also that culture on there where like people don't take it seriously, and I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of memeing on there too, which I like.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
more
no.
so than Vine, I think.
Yes.
Which is why I like TikTok.
well, TikToks can be how long as long as like the sound clip is basically
Yeah.
that you pick.
Yeah.
Vine being 6 seconds, like that's
Yeah.
it's hard to do a lot in that.
I mean, listen, there were some really funny Vines, absolutely.
Dude, there
but
were.
the people on there that are now so famous and make so much money on YouTube. They're not funny.
No, they're not
painfully
at all.
unfunny.
Well,
No.
yeah, they all went to Instagram comedy, which is just horrible,
Oh,
which
no.
isn't real comedy whatsoever. And then some of them went to YouTube, of course, you know.
Yeah.
So like the Paul brothers.
The Pauls,
and,
yeah. They're the funniest guys that exist.
Oh, no.
Recording a dead body in a suit in the forest.
Yeah,
That was just
definitely-
I mean, like,
that was
I don't
a
know
low
who
point.
could do that and think this is good. This is a good idea.
Let's post this one.
Let's
yeah.
not. Let's
Dude,
barely
they're
blur.
both-
Let's not
they're
even
both
blur
crazy.
the.
I mean,
let's
like
not
the-
blur the dead guy out. Let's
Yeah,
just put it
no.
on YouTube.
The new
happens.
stuff with Jake and like his stuff that he's posting, like inspirational stuff, where he's basically telling all of his kids like drop out of high school, like, and he's a
Did you
millions
see
of
the
followers. Like, you
PewDiePie
should-
video on it?
Oh.
I haven't.
Oh yeah, he was making fun of him.
Yeah, but everyone is like TMG just talked about it on their podcast. Like, bro, like you have such a big influence. Like, of course, like, and like the thing is, they're like, yeah, you could make it on YouTube. You could make it be an influencer, but like, dude, you have to have a backup plan.
Yeah,
like, just because
yeah.
one or two people can doesn't mean everyone.
Well, that's the thing. Like people like Jake Paul will say like, yeah, you just do it, right? And then like I'm a big PewDiePie fan. He'll be like, yeah, don't. Like, you're probably. It's really not.
I
safe.
like
Yeah.
PewDiePie. He tells it like it is.
Did you ever see the Jake Paul diss track on teachers? He literally made a diss track on teachers, and then a teacher made a diss track on Jake Paul, and it
didn't
was
see
way
this.
better. And like Cody Ko and like Noel Miller were like talking about it, and like the teachers was better. But they were like, "Yo, let's make a diss track on doctors, right? What do doctors do? Even like just save lives? Like it's funny. Like it's just a play on like how stupid Jake Paul is.
Yeah.
Like
I had like a joke like at my lunch table like last bit of senior year, and I'd be like, guys, one day I will be Jake Paul, but better. And I'm going to have a Team 10 apartment. Just watch. If you guys want to come with me, this is your time. Yes or no. And if you say no, well, then goodbye. Don't pretend to be my friend when I'm Jake Paul. Like,
true that. Will it blow up like Team 10 did?
yeah,
or-
I'd be like, once I'm Jake Paul, you know what? You guys are going to come back to me and be like, hey.
Be like,
No.
shit. Can we get in that house though? Like,
Yeah,
please.
and then it'll just like blow up in 1 year, and then you ever seen that video of, like their dad kissing that like young girl? It was like,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I
like
did.
bro,
I didn't
that
Yes.
was just like the.
Creepiest thing ever. Yeah.
He's like that. That's just too much, dude. I like that. I mean, we saw, you know, talking about like promos and stuff. You really don't do that, but we also did see. Is there something where like you selling clothes online or something like that?
Oh, I just have a Depop. That's just like selling my like old clothes. No,
Okay.
it's not a big deal. I was just trying to clear out my closet sort of thing and didn't really like whatever sells, whatever doesn't. But like it's not nice clothes either. It's like the stuff I find at like the bottom of my drawer. I'm like, let's see if anyone else can repurpose this kind of thing. And I didn't make that much money off of it, but yeah, that's the extent of that one.
I mean, yeah, it's just like a little way to
A
make
little
some
side
money
hustle,
on
yeah.
on the side. Why not? Because a lot of clothes, like a lot, you don't wear it.
Yeah, people do it well though. Like there's people who go out and they thrift and they find things for $10 and then they repurpose them and they sell them for like $80. And I'm like, I could probably do that because I have a good eye for stuff. And I go to thrift stores and I'm like, this is $10. I could sell this for probably $100. Why don't I do that? Maybe I should get into it.
So basically, you're ripping people off.
Literally.
I mean,
Like,
kind of.
You heard it
But
here
I'm doing
first.
it. But I'm doing it with style. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an
Yeah.
FIT. I know.
Can we
Yeah,
know-
I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Literally, I
exactly.
think in my like Depop bio, it's like I go to the Fashion Institute, so like, trust me.
Kalina rips people off. You heard it here first. Have you been? There's like two thrift stores in like Asbury that like we've like talked back and forth through Instagram. Have you been to those? Is there any like?
I've
ones
been
in-
to a few, and I've been to a couple in Asbury, I think, but I don't.
It's like Rebel. It's Rebel Supply and then the Vintage Wave.
I've been to both of them. Yes.
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. But the thing is, you have to go to like, if you go to New York, like even if you're in Manhattan, it's bad. You got to go in like Brooklyn, and they have the huge
Yeah.
warehouses where everything. You get like a pair of Levi's from like 1980 for like $15. And then
Max
you
is
could-
like, we're going to
going
Brooklyn.
there.
It's insane.
Levi
It's insane.
Strauss? Okay.
Yeah, they have like Calvin Klein jeans, and they're all like Wrangler, and they're all older, and they're all like 80s, 90s, and they sell for like 15, 20. You could like double that at least or more.
Yeah.
I'll probably just buy it to wear it. But
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking,
No,
you're
I
thinking
mean,
business
She's like,
here.
well,
It's-
I'm making money here. Big brain, okay?
No,
Yeah.
I mean you could. I mean honestly, because if you're not, Brooklyn's like such a good place to do that. Like if you're not from there and you go to, you're not gonna find something like that.
Yeah.
So you could just resell it for as much as you want.
So obviously you're from Monmouth County, but you go to school in New York, as we talked about. What is it like for you, that transition from being like a girl from New Jersey to living in New York?
You know, it wasn't that difficult. I mean, I really did miss New Jersey so much my first semester. It was a shock. Like, I just complained about New York. I'm like, it's smelly. And I'm like, I want to live by the beach again and, like, be near the water. That's fun. But then I kind of had to realize that, like, I'm here now. I have to accept that I'm in New York City. And it was hard at first. It definitely was because, like, getting used to like the subway and everything, and the fact that like you always have to be aware of your surroundings. Like I could just, in Monmouth County, I could walk around with like my purse like just hanging off of me, and then like in New York it's like I'm like holding on to it, you know, and like I have my pepper spray in one pocket and my alarm in the other pocket, and like
You got a taser?
no, but that
He
probably
does.
Get
means-
one.
Max has a
I have
couple.
a few.
Meanwhile, like here, it's like
Oh.
I don't even look at my surroundings. Just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a big change, but I do love New York, and I am moving there in May permanently. So I will no longer be in New Jersey, and then I'll
Never allowed on the podcast again.
I know
It ends there.
It ends there.
Probably. I mean,
We
yeah.
unfollow you too.
I mean,
course
at that point, then I'm getting my New York residency, so it's like bye New Jersey, which is like
see ya.
hard. But I mean, I have a little New Jersey sign in my room, so if that counts for anything.
Yeah.
My roommates looked at it and they're like, "Why do you have this?" And I'm like, "Because I love New Jersey." And they're like, "Well, we're from New Jersey too. We don't have a New Jersey sign." I'm like, "Because you're not from Monmouth County. That's why you
Yeah.
don't like New Jersey." Like,
That's what we always talk about, is because we're a Monmouth County page and we have so many followers like compared to other state pages. I think it's just
we're the
something
only
about
cool county.
we are the only, yeah,
We're the best
everyone
county.
else. No, I'm just
Like-
kidding. But
Not
really,
high
no,
key, unless like we destroyed Ocean County memes.
he had
my
like
boy was at,
800 followers.
My boy was at like 200 followers, and I called his ass out.
Yeah.
We destroyed Bergen County when he wasn't even using his page. So what? Took his
couldn't
ass.
defend himself.
Vermont and New Hampshire.
New Hampshire
took
kind
the-
of
it's a
wasn't-
tie.
It's a tie. New Hampshire
Because-
was pretty good. They were good.
Yeah.
They had their followers were very
If you remember that when we had the war with like New Hampshire,
Yeah.
we were getting like a lot
hate
of
messages
hate.
from New Hampshire.
And like it was all jokes. Like one thing, it was like the only things to do in New Hampshire. It was like milking a cow, cutting wood, and like it's just like, dude, it's a joke. But like, if my
People
favorite,
took it seriously.
that-
You want to tell the story, or you want me to tell
just
the story?
please, you do.
So- So Max gets a DM from this guy, and it's like, your state smells like shit. And then it's like a 12-year-old, and he's like, yo, look what I just sent this guy. And I open it up, and I just started crying. He's like, Max responds, you prop smell like shit. And the guy just, he was like, whoa, man. Like,
yeah, dude, he was
like,
so, I felt so bad after. But I remember I FaceTimed JR. I like to say, I was like, dude, check the message. It just was so. And then we were like friends with the kid, but it was
Yeah.
like, it's like a 12-year-old. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
It was
just
funny.
we're memeing him, but.
You ready for coronavirus? You expecting to? You have a mask or no?
Yeah, I do actually.
You have one of the good ones, or
No, well, my parents got me a box to take back to school because I told my roommates, I'm like, there's no point in me wearing it and you guys not wearing it,
Mhm.
because then once we're living in the same vicinity, if you're, infected, then we're all screwed. So I was, my one roommate goes to like into Queens, really like deep in there, and she goes home to Long Island, and they have
Mhm.
some suspected cases there, and I'm like, girl, we got to spray you down with Lysol before you walk in.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, especially the subway. It's like I'm touching everything
know.
on there, and like
Wear some gloves.
that's like
that's fine. But even if the gloves are near you, you can, like, if God forbid one of the if you did pick it up on one of the gloves that you were using, and then it got anywhere near your face, I mean, you'd still get it. It doesn't matter.
not
You
So
need to have
what-
that
so
respirator.
yeah,
thing.
at this point, you just kind of have to be like, whatever. If it
Right.
happens, it happens.
It's just
like,
it's just so up JR's alley to be like so pessimistic. It's like it doesn't matter what you do,
You're going to
you're
get
gonna
it.
die.
But
Yeah.
you probably no, but it's a very low death rate.
yeah, that's
Well, who knows?
True.
China might be lying, so
Also
they probably are lying.
True. I was going to do an internship in Shanghai. I was going to apply for it, and then I was like, oh, I guess I can't do that. And then I was going to apply to go to Italy, and then I'm like, okay, now I can't do that. So it
Yeah.
looks like we're staying in New York City. So I'm kind of sad about that.
You talk so much about literally hating men, like it's just like you can't stand them. No, I'm kidding. You don't hate men, but like earlier in this, we talked about like kind of the messages and stuff that you get. I feel like after a while it can be hard to experience. So like our joke was that like literally you're done with the opposite sex completely, stuff like that. So for all your fans and followers, what do you have to say about that?
I don't hate men. I mean, there's plenty of good ones. I think there's a distinction between, again, men and then boys. Boys are the ones who are doing the harassing for the most part, Like I don't have a lot of older men anymore harassing me.
Why
Like,
are you looking at me?
I don't know. I'll look at.
No, I'm saying-
No. I was looking at him while you were saying that. I was like,
But yeah, like I got like it's not many older men. It's usually the younger, annoying, like
College D-bags.
even
or in high school.
younger. Yeah. And a lot of me just saying like it's not needing a man. I feel like when I talk to a lot of girls, it's either they have 5 boyfriends or they wish they had a boyfriend, or like they're talking to either all these guys, and they place so much of their worth on like men. And I'm just like, I will pursue a guy, decide to go after a guy when I am living on Central Park West, bathing in money. Any time I spend talking to a guy is taking away from focusing on my career, my education, my family, my friends. And I don't want to divert that attention that I already don't have a lot of time to give on something that is going to be a waste of time,
Preach.
Yeah. I mean, that's for anyone. That's for guys too. Like, don't waste your time with girls until you're comfortable with like the fact that can you balance it all, Because right now I'm young. I don't think I can. I want to be the best at whatever profession I go into. And especially at this point in college, I feel like it goes for both ways. You shouldn't be like so focused on women when you're, just starting out in college and you don't even know what you want to do yet,
Well,
Max,
feel
you should
like...
show this to all your mama friends.
No, well, like that's what I was saying because
Should
like
I be a motivational speaker for them?
You should, yeah.
Well, listen, I speak for them, but they'll probably believe you because you're a girl. So they just be like, "Oh, Max, you're right again, whatever." But so what I tell them is like, guys, like you go out, like, and I even see this, like I hate when like people, especially girls, I know like this happens with girls and guys, they go out and like, oh my god, if I don't go out and like hook up with this guy or that girl, my night's ruined. Yeah. Like you can't go into the night with that kind of thought process. No. Like go into it being like, you know what, like with me, like I just like going out having a fun time with the guys. Yeah. And if something happens, if I see someone, whatever, good. But if it doesn't, I'm still having a great time either way.
Exactly.
You have to set your expectations right.
I'm not saying like, obviously I know people who are great, they're doing well and they're with a guy or girl, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying like you have to be able to balance it all and be able to find a good medium between it all, because I don't want to right now, because I'm just starting to make friends in college. My first semester, I wasn't really making many friends. I'm just starting to make friends now, and anytime I'd spend, like I'm looking for a second job. Yeah. So like I already don't have time for them soon. Like soon it's just going to be like a few nights a week where I can spare a few hours because I'm already in all these classes, job and now soon another job. I don't have time for it, That's where I'm at right now. Not necessarily hating men, just, not having time. Yeah, no, I don't.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Let's get into our game, brother.
Yeah, so we're going to do a 20 questions game, kind of like, not necessarily rapid fire, but quicker responses was kind of like what we're going for. And Max, you can ask the first question.
Well, I mean, you didn't say the part that's funny in there, man. That sick punchline.
Sorry, fine. Let me read it from the script.
Let's go.
Now it's time to play the 20 questions game that people demanded we do again because they're creeps and want to know more about you. Nobody demanded anything, but just so you know, that's what Max wanted me to say.
Okay.
You go first.
Incredible. So what is your favorite beach to go to in New Jersey or Monmouth County?
See that? Oh God, it has to be fast, right?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay. Because
next question.
I have like a favorite beach in like every county, but like if I'm gonna be in Monmouth County, like I like Asbury Park because I like the atmosphere there, but I don't go there necessarily for the actual beach, Yeah. Sandy Hook as a park is fun to explore, but again, the beach is like I'm not gonna go there to like swim. Like there's like it's just a cool place to like hang out.
You go to Gunnison?
Yeah,
the nude beach.
I mean, I haven't been naked there, but yeah. I'm like, I like Manasquan, but freeholders love their Belmar. So if I go with my friends, they're like Belmar, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I see that so much.
Yeah, they only want to go to Belmar.
I have a lot of freehold friends that say that, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they always Belmar.
So we're definitely going to utilize Jack pulling stuff up because now we're going to go to your Instagram, some of your photos, and read your captions and kind of get your thought process. First one. The life imitates art. How does that make any sense? Because if you think about it, art imitates life because like life came first.
It's also a quote from a song. That's how. Yeah, that was part of it by Lana Del Rey. That's basically where it came from. I wanted to integrate my love for her and if you scroll really really far down, then I usually quote songs and it's really cringy. Mm-hmm. And
nice.
that's probably one of them. But also, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like it's a statue, and then my mom took that picture too.
I respect the llama.
Shout out to Kalina's mom.
There was some worse pictures that I just did for fun in that same place, and yeah, I have them on my camera rolls, right? But I like to keep it PG-13,
So you might have already answered this, about going through your last question, but is who's your favorite artist and why?
I did listen to Lana Del Rey a lot, but now I kind of have a variety of different artists. Like I have a playlist for every genre. And when I say every genre, I mean I have like disco on there. I kind of always was into like that classic rock, hard rock, even like metal, because my dad kind of brought me into that. So I have all my hair bands, my 80s rock, my 90s rock, my heavy metal playlist. I have 70s, 60s. I have my 50s playlist. I have rap, jazz. I have it all. I honestly am pretty diverse when it comes to music taste. I'm good with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. It's very.
I can't pick out one person.
Pick one,
I can't.
So I can pick
just
one.
Make this game horrible.
Yeah, you're making this. You're not answering any of these questions.
I know. I can't.
Yeah. It's okay.
My favorite song is "Heaven" by Bryan Adams, and it makes me want to cry.
Okay.
That gives you anything, but I don't like Bryan Adams. He's like,
yeah,
not bad. But the song, that's my favorite song.
Yeah.
You're gonna say what your favorite?
Oh well, yeah. For me, I listen. I listen to a lot of classic rock too. I have a favorite artist. It's some people like it might be like basic, but the Beatles are definitely my favorite artist.
Basic, bro.
But here's the thing. But I don't just listen to like "Here Comes the Sun" and "Hey Jude." I listen to some of their weird shit. That's respectable. I listen to their weird shit too.
Their
LSD Indian music. I like that.
No, I got
it. That's what it is. No, playing sitar.
Mine's pretty easy. It's Post Malone.
Post Malone.
I love him.
Post Malone.
And you know what? The people what I hate right now is just because he's blown up so much. And he's so successful that people like are like, oh my God, like, you know what, like it's like cool to hate him now because he's already blown up this and that. Yeah. Bro, he makes incredible music and he does so much things. He's so talented.
I'll give you that. You're like one of those people that's like, I liked them before they blew up, so I'm
I've been with them. I saw him open up for Fetty Wap 5 years ago before he was anyone, and then he got that Justin Bieber tour. You're welcome, Bieber.
I saw him during the Justin Bieber tour in Atlantic City. I did not want to go see Justin Bieber. I hated Justin Bieber, but my friend really wanted me to go, and I'm happy I did because then I like when the person who opens up for the person I'm seeing actually turns out to be better. Yeah. And that was one scenario. It was good.
Bold statement. He's better than J.
Yeah, he is better than J. Beebs though. That's not
definitely.
That's not an
argument.
So would you rather go to a concert at the PNC Bank Arts Center or Stone Pony?
Stone Pony. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, PNC gets annoying.
Yeah.
Like with all the people on the lawn.
That's true. It's also like if there's any rain, like it's like disgusting.
Slide down.
And it's all muddy. Yeah. No.
So
not a fan.
Another one of your Instagram pics that, Jack will definitely bring up. It's the talking about like, this is quote unquote, I know global warming sucks and all. This is your caption. But it was nice as fuck today. So you do acknowledge that global warming is real. That's good. So we'll start out by that.
What are you talking about? There's no such thing. It's a hoax. China made it up.
All right, dude.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
So what do you mean by that? What are you thinking?
Why would you say something so bold yet so controversial?
No one thought it was controversial, and that like if someone should have gone off on me in the comments for that one. But I mean, everyone the whole day, that's what everyone was saying. I'd be like in class, and they'd be like, "Well, I don't think it was a day I had class." Everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's so nice out," but like it's kind of like the end of the world, It's like that's kind of everyone I talked to like had to bring up the fact that like this is because the Earth is dying, Yeah. And I don't know, it's just. That's just what I heard all day because no one can just say, oh, it's nice out. Like that was always but like this is why you have to recycle, Sure. But like no, I mean I'm all about the environment though,
Gucci.
If you could live anywhere other than New Jersey or New York, where would it be?
Oregon. Yeah, no, I've had an obsession with Oregon. I want to live in a yurt. Some people like know this because I'll bring it up in conversation because people ask me like, could you ever live anywhere else but like the Northeast? And I'm like, yeah, Oregon. I want to live in the forest with just a couple cats and just walk around barefoot. Yes I am, and live in a yurt, and that's all I want. I'd be so content with that.
Live in a what?
A yurt.
I'm like, I'm not just gonna play off like
Jack, pull it up. What's a yurt?
Pull up a yurt.
Pull up a yurt.
A yurt? Is that like a yoga shirt?
It's.
How do you spell that though?
Have you ever heard that, JR?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, dude, like I'm kind of lost.
What is that?
There we go.
Oh,
that's
cool.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. It's like a circle house.
A circle house.
It's pretty cool.
Right? And I would be okay with that. That's like one thing going to college. I'm like, do I go to college, get into, marketing, live in New York City, or do I give it all up and live in a year in Oregon? I'm still grappling with that. I don't know.
You probably wouldn't pay much in taxes out there.
It's probably dirt cheap.
Yeah, no, I know. And like you're living in a little like hut. Like I feel like that's the life,
So do you have a favorite YouTuber? Because I know you're talking about like going maybe into YouTube. So do you have any influences?
influence. I'm not a big YouTube watcher, which is like, how could I want to go into YouTube without actually watching it? But everyone is like, oh, David Dobrik and like the Vlog Squad. Like, everyone I talk to and they like follow him around New York. Like, oh my God, he's here. Let's go. And I'm just like, I never got into it. I mean, I PewDiePie, but I'm not gonna be like PewDiePie, you know? Like, that's not what I am. I mean, I go through phases. I like Rhett and Link. Like, they're like 40 something and they just talk about like food, and I listen to them. They're so soothing. Again, that's not what I'm gonna be, you know, but I just love listening to like the wholesome, well, PewDiePie's not that wholesome, but I mean like the wholesome stuff. Or like I like the cut videos and Jubilee where it's like find the odd one out. But again, that's not what I'd be doing either.
You watch mukbangs?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh yeah, you said we were
supposed to.
You were supposed to do that. What happened?
I thought you said you were gonna bring the food.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You were gonna bring Cluck You.
Yeah.
Cluck. Oh no.
We could do some like.
You're hurting me now.
Yeah, you actually offended Max.
Surf Taco's really good though.
Surf Taco?
Yeah.
It's good. Barbecues you like too?
No. Not as much. And also like,
bro, you're hurting me now.
Yeah,
first my place, and now that Barbecues is so good.
I don't know, but I
do you like Chipotle?
No, I don't
good.
either.
Thank
That's
God.
good. I respect
so like
that.
it's more like that genre of food rather than Barbecues itself. So like, you know, so like I don't no hate on Barbecues, but
how do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
Judge the hell out of you. Give the right answer.
It's not right. It's really not right. But at the same time, I do like pineapple in general, and I had a big pineapple phase where like I put like my Instagram bio was like probably just tons of pineapples. I posted pineapples like back when I was like 15. I wanted to get a pineapple tattooed on me. It was like, do what you want, you know? It's a free country. If you want to put pineapple on pizza, you do it. I wouldn't. But do your thing, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm kind of the same way. I know Max is like very anti-pineapple on pizza.
It's just weird.
Like I wouldn't eat. Like I don't want it, but like I'm not gonna be like stop you.
Yeah,
you know?
like hey, get the fuck out of my house.
I'm not gonna start like a fight in the comment section of like a video about it. You know, I'm not that passionate one way or the other.
Yeah, because I've literally done like half of like the half pizza be pineapple, the other half like chicken parm.
And you're just
Don't you think you're better than me because I'm eating chicken parm on you? Okay, so the next Instagram pic that we're going to bring up, the caption is, I bought a book for the first time in years. Now I just need the motivation to read it. So you said, wish me luck. So did you in fact ever read that book?
Yeah, I actually, I it's almost done, but I bought another book before finishing the book that I was reading. It was The Beautiful and Damned by Fitzgerald. Okay. And I think I have like a little bit left, but I went to the park to read, realized I left the book at home, so then I bought another book, which was This Side of Paradise by Fitzgerald. So I do read a decent amount. I do like reading. But yeah, so I did. I got the motivation to read it. It just took me a little while, but
yeah, I go through phases where I was an English major, so I had to read so many books in college, especially when I was at Rutgers. I go through phases where it's like I want to read what I want to read. So it's like when you get assigned a book, it's very rare for you to actually enjoy it. Except for like one class I had where I loved everything I read. But yeah, I read a lot of Japanese literature right now, which is weird.
That's
cool. It's weird stuff.
That's cool.
But the authors, like things that they write, I don't know. It's very interesting. They have like a weird voice, but I've just started like a tetralogy and I have not had the motivation to finish the first book because I know I'm going to get invested in the rest of it.
Big anime guy?
No, I'm not a big anime guy.
The only thing I'm really good at is like writing in school. Like I can write 1,000 words in like an hour before class and I can get an A on it. So like reading is more like to like master my writing, and it's getting better and better. Honestly, writing is the only thing I can do in terms of school wise. Like I would have, you know, A's, and then like a C in math all through like high school, and writing's the only thing I've mastered really.
I mean, yeah. I can relate entirely. I suck at math. We took algebra 7th and 8th grade, algebra 1, and then I had to take it again freshman year in high school because I'm that stupid. I failed the placement test. What's your favorite mall? This is a stupid question. You're from Freehold.
Yeah, so Freehold Mall.
Mall.
Yeah, duh. I mean,
Freehold
I spent
Mall.
every single like Friday, Saturday, Sunday there from like the time I was like 12 to like probably 15.
So a mall rat culture?
Yep,
that was us,
me.
But Monmouth Mall, which is a shithole.
Yeah, those were actual rats.
I haven't been to Monmouth Mall in years, probably since I was like a baby.
Yeah.
Why'd I go out
Why
of my
would you
way?
go there if you're in Freehold,
10
you know?
minutes. Freehold Mall is 10 minutes from my house. Like, I'm not going to drive all the
That's
way
like the
here.
opposite for us. It's like
Yeah.
having to go to like Freehold, but we still
We
go to
prefer
Freehold.
Freehold Mall,
Because
but
you know why? Because they don't have an Apple store here, and it pisses me
What?
off that
Yeah,
I got to
there's no
go
Apple.
all the way to
Freehold
Freehold. If
every
something
time.
happens, it's a 35-minute
I
drive.
didn't know that.
yeah,
That's terrible.
Hate
it's
that.
the worst.
What is your go-to Monmouth County food place? Like you and your friends here, you know, you and your
What
duck
friends?
right
Yeah,
here.
she
You
takes her
want-
duck and they
Where
go
do
to
you-
cluck you and
Where
eat
do you
bird.
go to?
Oh my,
Put you on the spot.
that's really hard.
Could be a few, not just one.
Just one.
Oh god. Well, okay, if I'm at the beach in any beach town in Monmouth County, then we go to Pliables, which is really basic, but
Very.
I love Pliable. Like, I will have an argument about the Pliables versus Fruitables thing.
Oh yeah.
And I am a Pliables fan, have been since they were in that little cart in front of.
2014.
Yeah, I went there then, and I will still continue to go there now, and I'm loyal to them.
Oh, so you know, you're calling out me for saying, "Oh, I've known Post Malone since he was little." And now you're like, "Yeah, give me that
I knew
clap
Pli-
for
I-
Pliables."
Pliables
No, I
before they
mean-
were
A
cool.
baby.
I remember they were it's like the
Yeah.
young couple, and I remember them being there when they had a little cart, and I was like, they're
Yeah.
gonna be something.
Can we
one
say
day, you
can we
know?
say the good news, JR?
Yeah, we're having them on our podcast. Yeah,
They agreed. So
Oh
it's
my
Rob and
God.
Abby in like a month and a half from now.
a month and a half.
I'm
yeah.
so excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited I love them. Like, I've watched
They're really
like
cool.
interviews with, like, I've watched them. Like, it's weird, it's kind of creepy, but I'm so loyal to
I
them.
stalk them.
When people have arguments about it, I'm like, no, Pliables, you can't argue it. So much better. So much better.
Absolutely.
And I support the, like, oh God, I just love Pliables. I will go out of my way because there's a Fruta in my town, but no.
No, never go there. Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your favorite TV show? I know you've talked to Max watches Sex Ed, and you guys were talking about that show.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you
What's your
answered that before. I didn't even see that message when you like.
I didn't
replied
answer it.
about sex ed.
I just liked it.
He
'cause I
does
don't
that
know
shit
what's
all the
going
time.
on.
He'll like messages and I won't fucking see it.
I normally answer, but
Mm.
not when Max starts a conversation and then I see it and it's been sitting there for like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, I'll just like it and then not tell him
And
about
then I
it.
don't see it.
But yeah, what's your favorite TV show?
Like, all time?
Yeah, of all time.
Game of Thrones.
But
I
what
was
about the ending though?
I don't like the ending,
Yeah.
but I was so upset. I went to school the next day and I was like getting really heated about it because I'm such a Daenerys like fan. Like, I was like,
Oh.
I am her. I am going to
Gonna
like
burn an entire city down.
no. I like
Spoiler alert.
I like. I wanted to just get my hair as light as possible. I put hair extensions in for prom, and I'm like, I am Daenerys Targaryen. Like,
Do you have purple contact? Well, in the book, her eyes are purple.
yeah. No, but also I was just obsessed with the show, and I like didn't start watching it when everyone else did. Like, I had to binge
Yeah.
it to get to, because I wanted to finish it before the finale.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't want to hear about it, and
Mhm.
I was very upset. I think I cried a little bit.
I think that the way they ended it was the way it should have ended, but it was so rushed and out of place. Like, I mean, like
Yeah.
her change of character had to happen, but it should have been gradual and not like,
Like 2 episodes.
hey,
like,
in 2
you know?
episodes she's gonna go fucking crazy and kill millions of people. Like,
yeah, I still would have
Right.
stood by her. Not gonna lie.
Dude, spoiler alert.
Max, he
No,
didn't
not
even
for
watch the show. He didn't. I don't care. If you guys haven't watched it,
Yeah,
it ended.
you
The show's
suck,
been on
man.
for
Put a
9
warning
years.
on.
You're a
First of
horrible
all,
person,
But
Jar.
what happened was, I was watching.
Oh, my bad.
I was binging. I watched the first 3 seasons. I binged it, and the 4th season had just aired, and I was about to watch the second episode where Prince Joffrey dies, and
I know,
he
I was, like,
spoiled
on
it
the
for me
phone.
the day before I
Nah,
watched
like,
it.
I was on the phone. I was like, dude, like this fucking kid got poisoned. It was pretty funny. Like,
I was like,
whatever.
I was like, what?
That
And
was a
you're like,
good episode.
What was his name?
Great.
King Joffrey?
He's King
Oh my
Joffrey.
God,
Yeah,
I-
he was best. He's really good at being
Yeah.
that actor's
No,
great.
he's a great
He quit
actor.
acting
What?
He did.
because he quit acting because of all the hate mail he used to get.
See, that's why I couldn't be an actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day we'll see.
they're like, I fucking hate you. I'm like, yeah, that's my job. I'm supposed to make you hate me. Like,
Before I get to the next question, I just want to say from sex ed, Maeve is like, let me just say, so in love with her. Like literally, like just everything, like the accent, the little pink hair in there, like just everything.
he's like, I stalk her on every social media
I
and
don't
in
even
person.
follow her. I should. So I'm like a ghost follower. That
You
sucks.
should
No,
follow
I-
her with Monmouth County Memes. Maybe we should follow back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll DM her. It's easy.
I
got
really
clout now.
like Maeve. I like her. Like, she's my favorite character, definitely.
And
I
the
like
wheelchair
the attitude.
kid in the end, like that. I'm not even gonna
No
like.
spoilers.
There's no spoilers, but I'm just saying, like, I've never hated someone so much.
I didn't hate him. No, Joffrey. Joffrey. was
Joffrey's
the
worse.
worst.
I haven't
yeah.
even seen that
Dude.
show.
I've been waiting
No.
for 2 seasons for shit to happen in sex ed.
Yeah,
and it's
I know.
right there, and it's like for the taking. And that dude, I'm not gonna say any bad things about it, like a kid in a wheelchair, but like screw him.
Yeah, because like you ship like, you know.
It's a good show. So
yeah, no, it is.
now then we're gonna bring up another Instagram picture with
This is
a
good.
great
Cool, cool.
caption.
Great caption.
So the caption is, "It's my birthday." I'm gonna say it like that.
Birthday. You gotta use the F.
Birthday. Hey, let's go. This is actually like
This is
the
exactly
word.
what she
Wow,
said.
I'm so
I dig
sorry.
it. No, it's like I'm trying. This is like my wording here. Go. I'm an adult now, so keep your dads inside. So
Elaborate.
That
What
was
dad-
questionable.
yeah.
That was questionable. It's funny because like I had adults bring this up to me, and they'd be like, "Ha, that was funny," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I forget." I didn't really think that one through. I'm not gonna lie, but it was also like such a joke about like, I don't know, like people are probably gonna see this, but like me like crushing on my teachers, but like fake crushing on my teachers, where I'm like, oh, it sucks. He's like so old, but like, I don't know, you know. And then it was funny my friends thought it was funny at the
it's
time,
funny.
but no, it didn't. Now I'm like, gross,
It's-
gross. It was gross.
It's a meme.
it's-
I know,
Yeah, you're
but
just
I've
fucking around.
classed myself up a bit since then. Since college,
Yeah.
college changed me. I'm now mentally 45 instead of, 18.
He's finished with college. He's still mentally 15 though.
It's crazy the shit I've been through.
If you were one character on the Jersey Shore, who would you be? I hate that show. So
Fuck off.
I mean, they were filming the reunion down the street from me.
Really?
Yeah, they had the reunion, and it's like we'd pass, and they had all the lights out and everything, and no one ever saw them, but we knew that they were there because it says like where they're filming, and like the actual owners of the house have kids, and they just moved to a different location so that way they can film there, and I'd always like drive really slow past it just so I could see catch a glimpse of someone, but
Pick one.
you got to.
I don't want to be basic and say Snooki, but like.
Snickers.
But she's kind of like, I like that little tattoo thing that she's doing on Snapchat, like that story where it's like the friends give each other really bad tattoos.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's kind of entertaining.
I haven't
And
seen
Some of
she
those tattoos are really fucked up though.
she has a boutique actually in I think Madison, New Jersey, and she because I work at like apparel trade shows, and everyone saw her there, and I posted like, Snooki, if you see this, come to my booth. I will sell you clothes, or don't buy clothes, just come and talk to me. And then everyone saw her and said hi, and apparently she like gave him so much, like she was like, oh hey, like
She was like,
she wasn't nice about it, and I'm like, that made me so sad because I just wanted to. I would have been like, you're amazing. Meanwhile, she's like, what did she do? She was just ratchet on reality TV, but also
made a lot of money.
I probably would have been too.
Yeah. I would love that to be in like a new remake of the Jersey Shore in like a
Monmouth
Belmar
County.
house.
Just
Monmouth County.
Put me in a
memes.
Belmar house with like eight, like 4 guys, 4 girls, and count me in. I want to try to do that. Do you have a favorite sports team?
Yankees. I mean, my sister plays softball, so the only sport in my family that anyone ever recognizes, like actually would watch, is baseball or like college softball. So I understand it. If I cannot watch a football game or a basketball game unless I am like on my phone too, and I'm like looking up and down. Baseball, I can actually keep up with more, even though it's like slower and not the best one to watch, but I still prefer it.
Sure.
But yeah.
Who's your favorite celebrity? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to think of one later and be mad I didn't say it. But, like, I kind of like Margot Robbie because, number one, everyone's like, oh, you kind of look like her. But then she's funny. Like, she's funny. She's a good actress. I liked her from Wolf of Wall Street. Even that, like, Harley Quinn thing that she did. I didn't watch the most recent one. But I know everyone said it was bad. But I don't care because she did it. And it was probably, like, cute, you know? But I don't know. I'm not really big. I'm not like a celebrity chaser. Like there's some people, like especially living in New York, who are like, I heard this celebrity, even though I don't know them or like them, is going to be here at this time. Let's go find them. Or let's sit in front of the Today Show or Good Morning America and see if they pass by, or like SNL.
Never.
And I'm like, I don't care, you know?
You
Like
wouldn't
they're
be
just
starstruck if you like saw
no.
one?
I've met like I've like passed by a couple people, but I'm just kind of like, oh, that was cool. I'm not like, let's chase them down, you know? I'm not like a celebrity like chaser like
I
that.
feel like I thought I'd be the same way, but I don't know if you know, like FaZe is like these
Yeah.
gaming whatever. But no, it doesn't matter. But like these kids are like famous out. They live in like those big the Cloud House in LA. But like they had a house in New York. Me and my buddy actually drove to it because they put the address. And I like never, because I'm like a pretty outspoken guy. If like I want to go talk to someone, I go and just freaking do it. But I remember just seeing this kid walking by. I was like looking for him. He just got out of his Audi R8, and I was like choking up. I literally was like, that's like FaZe Rain. I was like, and my buddy Berto doesn't even know who they are. He's like, dude, why don't you just say hi? But like Berto was able to like say that. But you know, I feel like there's some people, like obviously if I saw like LeBron or something, I don't know what I would do. Like it was just like I feel like they're just on a different. You think of them on a different level, but they're just regular people.
My friend Justin in California meets so many famous people. He was on a plane. He was right sitting next to James Franco the whole time. He didn't say anything to him, and then at the end he asked for a picture because he's like, I got to. And James Franco was kind of like, okay, like he wasn't.
See, that's why I feel bad annoying them, because I'm always like, they're gonna say no, and that's gonna be even worse than me just walking by them and being like, oh my god, I saw them. But like, all people in New York, they like always see a ton of celebrities everywhere. Like just walking on the street, you'll see any, like in Soho especially. It's like, oh my god, or like we work at a lot of fashion shows, like at FIT, like you volunteer, and they see like Kim Kardashian like all the time. It's like a normal thing, and I'm just like, you know, it's cool or whatever.
So, what's your favorite clothing brand? Oh, Nike.
Nike. I really like Adidas.
Adidas.
No.
As the Brits say, Adidas.
All I do is dream about soccer. All day I dream about soccer. Shit, I fucked it up.
I mean, okay, what I wear versus like one day, Dior. Like I walk into the Dior store and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I want those shoes so bad. I'll just stare at them for a few minutes. I'm just like, one day I will. But I walk into other higher end stores and it's just not, I don't like that high end street style look, you know, like Louis Vuitton's like that. I'm not into that. I like that like classy, sophisticated, like dressing like I'm a little older than I actually am, but like I just like the Dior look. I do. One day, again, Central Park West, when I have a lot of money and I walk my cat on the street through Central Park, that's what I'll be wearing. I'll be wearing heels as I'm walking through the park walking my cat.
But do you actually walk your cat? Your cat's cool with that? Because I've had cats that will refuse to walk.
I'll try. I'll try.
Yeah. This is another question that's not going to work. If you had to pick Rook or Pliable for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
Pliables.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I just had Rook now, but
first time ever.
Yeah. I mean, there is a Pliables.
Sponsor us.
There's a Pliables in New York City.
Really?
Oh yeah, I know. Well, they're all over though. We went on a trip to Rincon, and that's where like one of their first locations.
Well, they got Boston now.
Boston.
Like they're trying to go over to Texas.
And that's, you know, I can get Pliables in New York when I want to. Even though it's just not the same.
Not the same,
I like being here. It's a very New Jersey thing to do. Like all summer, like I can't breakfast, lunch. If I'm in by the beach, you have to get Pliables. You can't not do that.
Now, I literally remember this high key. So this was last summer. I would always go to Pliables, whatever. I would order online like an OG, and I would never wait in that line because I'm just above that. I high key probably saw you. I feel like I saw you one day in like you were in line, and like we're not like this is before the page, and obviously we follow each other on Instagram, but I'm not like those, you know, creeps that's just like, yo, what's good? Like, I follow you on Instagram, like this and that. Like, but it was definitely this past summer, Pier Village, and I definitely probably saw you there. But yeah, I just remember that actually. Like, funny enough.
No, yeah, I definitely was there. I mean, I go, like, if I'm at the beach, I go to Pliables. Like, I just can't not do it. It's just tradition. It's tradition.
That line though, like, why you could order online, just pick that thing up.
I wonder if we never have to wait in line anymore. We'll be like, hey, Abby, we're outside.
Yeah.
Sweating in line is just a part of the whole experience, you know. I'm getting a nice tan just on my shoulders from it. I tan so much. I tan so easily too. So like I look so different in the summer. I'm so pale right now. But yeah, it's like I continue tanning. Why would I just run in, be in air conditioning? No, I want to sweat outside and wait for it. So it's I can savor it more because I know I worked for it. I was in line and I sweat and I waited with all the other sweaty people and I got my Pliables and didn't regret standing in that line for 1 second.
I'm gonna try it one time in the summer, and just like 40 minutes into that line, I'll be like, Kalina, I fucking hate this. Like, this.
Why would you ever suggest this?
I'm never eating pliables again. So the next question we're gonna talk about is,
this only works about New Jersey too, because clearly New York.
Yeah. So what bar or club are you most looking for? Like, are you like most looking forward to going to once you turn 21? Because you've never because obviously you're under 21, so you've never been to any bar club.
No.
Of course.
Yeah. No.
Unless.
I mean, okay, I don't really talk to many, I don't really know many people who are going to college in New Jersey, believe it or not. So I don't really know much about any of them. But from what my mother said, because she went to Georgian Court, Bar A, everyone's, she was just like, I just heard some, but again, that was so long ago, but I just haven't talked to anyone who is 21 who goes to the
It's still great.
here.
Your mom's got good taste.
Yeah.
Bar is awesome.
It's honestly my favorite.
Okay, well then I
Easy.
have something to look forward to soon. Well,
Yeah,
not
like
that soon.
2
Few
years.
Three?
2 or 3.
How
7 years.
Probably.
This is a really tough question, and if you answer it incorrectly, we're not airing the podcast. What's your favorite county in New Jersey?
Monmouth County,
There you
of
go.
course. If I ever move back to New Jersey, which could very well happen, I wouldn't go anywhere else. And when I talk to people and they go off on New Jersey, I'm like, have you been to Monmouth County? No. Well, then you have no right to go off on New Jersey. You don't. I tell my friends from college, I show them all the places in New Jersey. I show them the beaches. I show them all the different, I show them Pliables. I show them Broad Street Doco, Bagel Nook pictures, and you live in the coolest place ever. And I'm like, yeah, get that through your head because Monmouth County is the best.
Well, that's
period.
the thing. 90%
Step
of
off,
the
bitch.
90% of the people that talk shit, I'm like, where have you been? Let me guess, Newark and the Turnpike. They're like, yeah. I'm like, no shit. You think
Yeah.
New Jersey's a shit?
Yeah, no. They just don't get it. And now I'm like, I've been telling friends from college too, I'm like, you don't get it. Everyone thinks New Jersey's the armpit of America, and I'm like, it is not. It's not. Yeah, nowhere near it. I really sincerely love New Jersey, and I wouldn't love New Jersey unless I was from Monmouth County. Well, I like there are nice areas in New Jersey beside Monmouth County. I just think Monmouth County is far superior.
I mean, and also, I would say, is your favorite meme page Monmouth County memes?
Of course. I think it's you guys may be the, I follow the other New Jersey, well, not the other counties. But I can only recall, you're the only meme page I think I follow. I may follow New Jersey memes too. I assume I do.
Colleen,
You can unfollow her.
No,
She's
I
got
know.
enough. She doesn't need any
I
more.
often look at New Jersey memes. I just don't know if I follow. I think I do.
Jack, look that up.
If I don't, then I'll follow
Yo,
them.
check
But
it,
I
check
check the account a lot, so it wouldn't be fair of me
So
to be
you're
a ghost follower.
You're a ghost follower.
So you know what? No matter what, I'll follow. I'll follow New Jersey memes because I love it. No, I do. I look at the. I
Yeah,
look
but
at New
that'll
Jersey
mess
memes.
up your ratio. Chill.
I don't care about that. I'll follow them.
She's from Monmouth County, so there you go.
She's really cool.
I know. I'll have to follow her. I did watch that. I watched most of that podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's okay. As long as you get past the average watch time of 2.5 minutes, I'm happy.
I think
Yeah,
I
we could
just
take
about.
that.
Just about.
She did 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, now time to log off.
Yeah.
So, that pretty much wraps up our, this podcast. I just want to say, Kalina, thank you for coming on the 5th ever MCM podcast. You've been such a good sport, and, not only not taking IG, but this podcast overall, not seriously, you're just a cool sport, and it really means a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming
having
on.
me here.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. I had fun.
Yeah, I think it was a really good conversation.
Yeah,
So.
me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
And if you want to follow Kalina, her Instagram handle is @JUSTKALINA. And as usual, check back every other Friday. Leave comments and likes. Let us know who you want to see on and what kind of questions you want us to ask. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
And I can't cut that out, unfortunately.
Oh, no, that's
The peace, I can't get rid of that.
Julio.